All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kadash. All right, secondly, I want to give double honors to the apostles, great millstone, who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. Shalakia. Third, I want to give peace and blessed citations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing this truth in all sincerity and righteousness. All right. I also would like to give another shout out to you Israelite foreigners. It's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to our heritage in these last days. And also would like to give a shout out to you for you few outwalks out there that stand in order and doing what y'all need to do in these last days. All right. To y'all, like to say shalom. All right. And today I'm gonna just go over a quick video going into the Sabbath is not Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. All right. Because you got a lot of Israelite camps and a lot of Israelites that know that they're Israelites that's keeping it that way, man. All right, and I couldn't tell you that that is the incorrect way to keep the Sabbath, man. All right, because you're supposed to keep the Sabbath by the moon, man. All right, whenever the new moon is, that's when the Sabbath is, man. All right, and for example, this week's Sabbath is on Wednesday sundown, man. All right, so every time Wednesday sundown come, that's a Sabbath, man. All right, until the next new moon come, man, because the new moon is a Sabbath. So whenever the new moon come in, that's when the Sabbath is. So the Sabbath is gonna change every month, man. It's not gonna just stay. It's not gonna just stay Wednesday the Sabbath not just gonna stay Wednesday every damn week. No, it's gonna change every time the new moon changes. So next week the new moon is probably gonna come in around I want to say Thursday, maybe around that time. Thursday, I believe. No, Friday. I believe it's going to be Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I will have to check, though. All right, I'll check and I'll put it in the description when the next Sabbath will be, or the new moon will be. Because whenever the new moon is, whenever the new moon lands, that's when the Sabbath is going to be. All right. And another thing, to show you, because according to the people who keep it Friday, Saturday, they follow it by the calendar. And I'm gonna tell you, the calendar is off, man. The calendar is not even accurate, man. So how you know if you even if you do keep it Friday, Saturday, how do you even know it's really Friday to Saturday, man? All right, because the calendar is off. The calendar is way off, man. All right. First and foremost, they tell you that the Sabbath, it's like they tell you that they tell you that January is the beginning of the new year, man. Which is a lot. January is not the new year, man. All right, it's March, man. All right, during the time of the Passover, which we are shortly approaching, man. All right, so the new year, the first month is March, man. It's not no damn January, man, because everything is dead in the month of January, man. All right, so that's showing you right there that the calendar is off, man. And another way you can tell that the calendar is off is because according to Esau, they would tell you that the first, like for example, they would tell you, all right, because the word month in the Hebrew it means moon, right? Let's go to it. Matter of fact, let's get the Hebrew word for month, all right? Because it means moon when you go into the Hebrew. That's why you got to go into these words and know the meanings of these words, man. It's very important, man. Very important. There we go, right there.
Strong's H2320. Chodesh. Chodesh.
And that word is Hodesh. It said, and it's the Hebrew word for month. All right, it says the new moon, monthly, the first day of the month, the lunar month. All right. And then when you go to the Strong's, it says month, new moon, monthly, another. So it's showing you that the word month means moon, man. All right. It's just show you right there the new moon. All right, the new month. All right, so the new month is the new moon, right? So when you go into the calendar, right, they tell you that the new month was March the 1st, which is a lie. It couldn't have been March the 1st because the new moon didn't land on the 1st, and that's the new month. The new month would have been on the second of Tuesday. I mean the second of Wednesday, because that's when the new month had landed, man. All right. So that was the beginning of the new month, not the first, man, because the new moon didn't land on the first, man. And like I said, the word month and the Hebrew means moon, the new month, new moon. All right, so that's showing you that Esau calendar is off. And another thing, the calendar is supposed to follow the moon. The moon not supposed to follow the calendar, man. So right there, it's showing you that Esau calendar is wrong, man. All right, so let me get a precept real quick, man, cause you know this damn devil changing the damn times and shit like that. Hey, it's off, man. The calendar is off. That's why we go by the moon, man. We're not supposed to go by no damn calendar, man. All right, you would have to find me that history, right? You would have to find me that history on the Israelites, our ancestors keeping the Sabbath. You would have to find me that history where our ancestors kept the Sabbath by the calendar in the wilderness, man. They didn't have no Gregorian calendar. They didn't have no Julian calendar. So how else was they keeping it, man? They was keeping it by the moon. All right. Whenever the new moon came in, they count every 7 days, and that was the Sabbath. Every 7 days repeated Sabbath until the next new moon came in. All right. But let's get that Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. It says, and that he is talking about Esau Edom, and he should speak great words against the Most High. All right, Yahweh, and should wear out the saints. Yeah, he done wore us the fuck out, man, because we are the saints, man. He wore us out, man, doing slavery and still doing it to this day. All right, it should wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times. I want to get that word for times real quick, cause let me see if there's something in there I want. I just want to see if there's something in there for that word times in the Hebrew.
Strong's H 2166. Zaman. Zaman. And the form
Zaman,
just below that,
that's like it.
Zaman. Zaman.
All right, Zaman. It says a set time, season. All right, so it's pretty much saying the same thing. All right, so let's go back to Daniel 7:25. It says he should speak great words against the Most High, and should wear out the saints to the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and it should be given to his hand. All right, because, yeah, we was giving it to this damn devil hand. All right, it said giving it to his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. You can also get that in the book of Revelations, the 12th chapter, when they say we had a place prepared, I believe. It was around that verse. But anyway, that's not the point. But like it said, he think to change time. Yeah, this damn devil done change times. Yeah, because, hey, for example, these damn devils, they still do it. They move time an hour ahead, or they'll move time back. All right. What else they do? We got a leap year. All right. So, hey, man, the calendar is all types of fucked up, man. And we definitely not in the year of 2022. So showing you that this calendar is off, man. So why continue to still follow it, man? Yeah, we got to follow it because, we got work and shit. But to keep your Sabbath, man, no, that is off, man. Yeah, how about Shemshai didn't give you that, man? He gave you the moon, man. It's like him. Because like I was saying earlier, man, you would have to find me where, how did we keep it? If we ain't had no calendar, how else did we keep it, man? We kept it by the moon because when you go to the book of Genesis, right? It's like you, man. Keep getting the hookups or something. Let's see how we kept it, man. Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. All right, this is why he gave us the moon and the sun and stuff, man. All right, it was the reason why he gave us this, man. All right, this is the book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, and the power said, let there be lights in the firmament, which is the sun and the moon, right? It says, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for and years, man. So that's what the moon and the sun for, man. All right. It's like you said, it's for the signs, for the seasons and days and the years, man. To tell time, man. And I forgot what tribe it was, but it was a tribe that really, it was one of the Northern Kingdom's tribes. They told the time by the moon. They knew what time it would have been. I forgot what tribe that was, man. But I can't really think of the tribe at the moment. I think it was Naphtali. It was one of the northern kingdoms. I'm not 100% sure who it was, though. I know it was one of the northerns, though. But and matter of fact, one of the northern kingdoms, I believe it was Issachar, um, or Gad. It was one of them, right? They had the most accurate calendar, man. And they said the calendar they had, it was the most accurate, which at that time, this was like 4 years ago. This was around 2000. This was like the last year that was the accuracy was like 2012. And after that, I don't know what happened to it, man. All right. So we definitely not in the year 2022. So hey, the calendar that Esau's using is off, man. It's not accurate, man. All right. So it's showing you right here in Genesis 1 and 14 that hey, he gave us the moon and the sun to tell times and stuff. Right? So hey, let's go to the book of Leviticus, because we're gonna prove real quick that the Sabbath is a feast day. All right, and you're gonna see why I say that, man. All right, because you probably asking yourself why is he saying the Sabbath is a feast day? What that got to do with that being a new moon? All right, I mean that what that got to do with that being the Sabbath, right? So we're gonna prove that that the Sabbath is a feast day, right? And you're gonna see why. All right, so this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 1. It said, "And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speaking to the children of Israel, and saying unto them concerning the feast of the Lord Yahweh." See, it said concerning the feast of the Lord Yahweh, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. So he about to name his feast. All right. It said, verse 3, it says 6 days shall work be done. Hey, that sounds like the Sabbath to me. It says 6 days should work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath, a rest. So that is it just said it right there. That the Sabbath is a feast day. All right. It said, in holy convocation, ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord Yahweh and all your dwellings. So you, like I said, you about to see why I say what they got to do with that being the Sabbath? Because hey, the Sabbath is a feast day. Now let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 43. All right, and verse 6. We got the point is in verse 7. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 43, verse 6. It says he made the moon. All right, he made the moon also to serve in her season, for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. Verse 7, the point. From the moon is the sign of feast. Showing we need the moon for the feast, which is what? The Sabbath. The Sabbath is a feast day. So it says, from the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection, man. All right, let's read that again. Verse 7, from the moon is the sign of feast. All right, so you got to use the moon to dictate the Sabbath, man, which is a feast day, man. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection, man. So that's telling you right there that the Sabbath, that the new moon dictates the Sabbath. The Sabbath, that the moon dictates the Sabbath, man. The new moon dictates the Sabbath, man. All right, whenever the new moon is, that's when the Sabbath is, man. Until the next new moon come in, man. All right, now we're going to get 2 more precepts, man, to show you that the Sabbath and the new moon go hand in hand, man, because you can't get around it, man. It's the book of Amos. All right, this is the book of Amos. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 5. And it says, saying, when will the new moon be gone? Oh, before I even read it, because in there's no law where it says you can't buy and sell on new moon, right? So why would this verse say that, right? Because if there's no law of us not being able to buy on the new moon, you have to show me that verse, because why else this verse is saying this right here? Verse 5, Amos 8 and 5 says, saying, when will the new moon be gone that we may sell corn? Because last time I checked, there's no law on us not being able to sell on the new moon, man. That's because the new moon and the Sabbath go hand in hand. All right, whenever the new moon is, that's when the Sabbath is, man. It says, saying, when will the new moon be gone that we may sell corn and the Sabbath? Showing they go hand in hand, man. It said, and the Sabbath that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balance by deceit, man. So that's showing you right there that the Sabbath and the new moon is hand in hand. It go hand in hand. Whenever the new moon is, that's when the Sabbath is, man. And when the new moon changes, that's when the Sabbath is going to change, man. All right. Now, let's get this one right here. We're going to close it down. Also, another thing. Also, when you go in the Compact Bible Dictionary, right? If you go in the Compact Bible Dictionary and you go into the definition for calendar, it tell you that it tell you that the Israelites kept it by the moon, man. Go look in the definition for calendar. If you got a Compact Bible Dictionary, go in the definition for calendar, and it's gonna tell you that the Israelites kept it by the moon. Guarantee you. Go check it out for yourself. Don't believe my words. Go check it out. Go do your research, man. All right. But like I was saying, this is one of my favorite ones right here. We're gonna close it out with this one, man. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 46. Just to furthermore prove that the Sabbath and the new moon go hand in hand, man. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 46, and verse 1. And it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, God, the gate of the inner court that looketh towards the east should be shut the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it should be open, and in the day of the new moon it should be open. Now, all right, let's break it down. All right, let's read it one more time. I just want to read it first, and then we're gonna break it down. All right, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, God, the gate of the inner court that looketh towards the east should be shut 6 working days. All right, so it's saying this gate should be shut 6 working days, but on the Sabbath. All right, now let's say according to their Sabbath would be what? Friday to Saturday, right? It says, but on the Sabbath, now the Sabbath, like I said, would be on Friday and Saturday according to their Sabbath, how they keep it, right? It said it should be open. So the gate is going to open on that 7th day, which is their Sabbath, which is Friday, Friday, sundown, and Saturday, sundown. It said it should be open. All right, so it was open. Now, when the Sabbath was over, the gate was going to close, right? It said it got to open again on the new moon, right? Now, we know the new moon don't usually drop on no Friday and Saturday like that, unless, whenever the new moon do it, it drops every blue moon. It lands on the Friday and Saturday every new moon, every blue moon. But let's say the Sabbath, not the Sabbath. Let's say the new moon dropped on the Tuesday this month, right? Now, it said it will have to reopen. Now, the gate just closed, right? But it got to open because the new moon landed on Tuesday, right? Now, the gate got to open. Now, when the new moon is over, that gate got to shut. But remember, it said it had to be shut for 6 days. How is it going to be shut for 6 days when it had to open back up for the new moon? Showing you that the new moon and the Sabbath is hand in hand, because why? How else would that gate be shut for 6 days if you couldn't do that because the gate was shut? How else would you be able to do that? Because you wouldn't be able to do that because that gate would have to reopen up because of the new moon, man. So showing you that the new moon and the Sabbath is hand in hand. All right, so let me explain it one more time if I kind of confuse you, man. So what the scripture is saying is that the gate will have to be shut for 6 days, right? But like I was saying, let's use their Sabbath, right? Because like I was saying, their Sabbath is on a Friday, right? So the gate will going to be open on the Friday, sundown to Saturday, sundown, right? But once the Sabbath over, that gate is going to close. Now it says it's going to have to reopen back up because of the new moon. It said, and then the day of the new moon, it should be open. So it's going to have to open up again on the new moon. I said, let's say the new moon drop on the Tuesday. Now that gate is going to open back up on that Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, right? So now it's going to close again. Now, but remember, let's go back to the top. It said, be shut. It said, looking towards the east should be shut the 6 working days. But on the Sabbath, it should be open again. So it got to be shut for 6 days before the Sabbath. How is that gate is going to be shut for 6 days when it had to open back up for that new moon on that Tuesday, man. That's not 6 days. That's what, 3 days, man. So showing you that the new moon and the Sabbath goes hand in hand, man. Because if not, that gate is not going to shut for 6 days. All right, so let's read it again, and we're going to close down. Ezekiel 46 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, the gate of the inner court that looketh towards the east should be shut the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it should be open, and in the day, and in the day of the new moon it should be open. All right, so hey man, that's the end of this video. Lord willing, it was edifying. All right, and I'm gonna close out by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kadash. All right, Shalom.